Hello everybody, it's your boy N here. I'm coming at you guys with another YouTube video. As you saw from that intro, I hit a fairly fast time. This time can still be optimized further, and in the gameplay I ran, my build wasn't in the optimal state. So let me show you what the optimal setup for this is, and basically the new meta or new setup for Purge Challenge with Bunny. Specifically Challenge 5. I've not tested it in other ones. If you want to test it, feel free, but this is the build. Let's get right on into it. So starting off with Bunny over here, for our maneuvering module, we will be going with mid-air maneuvering. We are absolutely going to be taking advantage of the flying, so with the spider mechanic with Bunny, and the best thing that goes with said spider mechanic is going to be high voltage. High voltage is going to make its grand return, so I'm excited to basically build around high voltage for this instance. Now, let's focus on what high voltage is as an ability. It basically only lets out 3 or 4 tendrils or tentacles, and with that, we absolutely are going to focus on crit. So let's first go in with critical. We're going to go in with all 4 crit mods. So we're going in with high voltage, we're going in with insight, concentration, emergency measures, and also front lines. So let's put this the other way actually. So there you go. All 4 crit mods is going to be our start. Next up, we want to max out our damage. Now, the way that this works is we just want as many damage mods as we can. So we're going to go with skill simplification. Then we are also going to go with focus on electric. The reason it's electric, not singular, is because we are using simplification, so that will not allow us, and simplification is overall better. We only need one tiny bit of cooldown on this build, and that should be enough for us to keep going, and yeah, that's going to be the main thing. Next up with Bunny, we want range, and with range, for once, we actually want as much of it as we can. We are going with maximize range, and then to back this up, we are also going to go with maximize conservation. So yes, we are running with negative 40% skill power modifier. Now to counter said skill power modifier, we're going to go with decimator, and this is going to be approximately 50% skill power modifier to counter that and that together, but this is going to be 84. Skill power modifier is going to be high overall once everything is procced. An alternative to this is if you can time your stuff nicely, you can use multi-talented. This will allow you to basically get attribute skill power modifier, and that's whenever you use your third ability, or in this instance as well with Bunny, your second ability, that being her speed of light. So yeah, multi-talented slash decimator are the final module over here. In this instance, I'm just going to be using decimator because it's a little bit easier. That's basically it. Now, for the trigger module, you can see we've not got a single cooldown mod on here. This is because we will be using gapping time with Bunny. This is going to work best with this setup, and this is going to basically allow you to absolutely go kick and absolutely dominate everything. So that's going to be the setup for Bunny on this build. Now, let's have a look at the reactor. Now with the reactor, you can see we've got 3 mounts over here. We've got launcher, submachine, and scouting rifle. Which means, of course, we are using a launcher, a submachine, and a scouting rifle. We are going to go with the blue beetle for our scouting rifle. For our submachine gun, we will be going with the thunder cage, and then for our launcher, we will be going with the restored relic. So once I find the right one, there you go. This is the setup we are going to be going with for our weapons. Now, for the 2 stats in the middle, electric and singular. For the 2 substats at the bottom, because this is a high voltage build, singular, electric, crit rate, crit damage, and Legion of Immortality are all going to be things that you want. I think the absolute best setup is singular and immortality, depending on like how it plays, this I think does overall do the best damage, but this is still very, very strong regardless. Those substats is going to be what you want, because we will be eating into crit. Bunny does not have 100% crit, so this is something we are going to have a look at. Now, let's have a look at the external components. Now with the external components, there's two options. Option number one, and the better option in my opinion, is going to be the good old Slayer set. Now Slayer set is going to make it so that you have to manage your MP whilst you are doing this run. However, in terms of damage output, this is absolutely what you want. I did run the Slayer set versus the 2 pieces of Mage and 2 pieces of Plague, and Slayer set literally made my entire run 3.5 minutes faster. You're welcome. Slayer set is the absolute correct answer for here. You can definitely use 2 pieces of Mage / 2 pieces of Plague as well. Not to say one is inherently better than the other, it just matters about your run, how you play, so on and so forth. So you can absolutely use 2 pieces of Mage and 2 pieces of Plague. The substats on these stay the same: max HP, MP recovery out of combat, max MP recovery in combat, and MP recovery modifier. Defense / electric resistance is good on here as well, and then max shield / shield recovery modifier. All of this, yada 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 yada. There you go. And then max HP and defense across every single one of these cores. So that's what you're gonna go with over here. I'm just gonna quickly slap the Slayer set back on, just because I prefer looking at the Slayer set. So let's quickly do that. And okay, now let's get on into the Arcane tuning tree for this build. Now for the tuning tree with this build, it's gonna be quite odd. Now we are going to be taking advantage of some pretty new stuff. First of all, we will just be going all the way down here, and we do want to get this resistance, and then we're going to grab this toxic resistance, and we're going to go to the bottom corner for defense neutralization. Now we do need defense neutralization because we will be ripping apart the enemy's defenses and their electric resistance. In this instance, it does matter a lot, specifically given that we are in Purge, and this is going to be what we want to be going with. Next up, for our actual second set, we're going to go up here, and we're going to go up here as well, all the way up here, and then we're going to pull this into the top corner, and we're going to be using the new electric chain catalyst instead. This is going to help us to specifically nuke resistances as well, and this will help us kill the mobs faster in this instance as well. Now we've got 6 more points left. 1, 2 is going to work well. 3, 4, 5, and 6. We want the enhanced crit rate because Bunny's crit rate is not 100% of course, and this is going to allow us to do as much damage as we possibly can. So yeah, this is the tree you want to be going with. So now that we've gone over the tree, let's go on over the weapons. Now for the weapons, the blue beetle is here for basically one thing. If you do want to copy my entire build, here is my substats, and then my cores as well. And then for my actual build on here, this is what I have gone with. However, I'm not going to be shooting this weapon at all, and that's basically the main thing of it. The whole reason this weapon is here is because when we use a fusion ability, for example Bunny's first ability or her fourth ability, this will give us a crit rate increase, and we will be using her first ability a lot to force this crit rate. Now you want to run 1 sprint speed core on here, at least 10% to get it to speed cap for Bunny, and then 1 grapple core on here so you can spider around. That's basically going to be the main purpose of this blue beetle. The thunder cage, this can be used outside the first room, so in this instance I don't even have it set up to specifically be used against Legion of Immortality. The main thing I've got is Veil Analyzer, just to absolutely nuke the shield of the mob outside the first room. In the gameplay I will show you, I will just use the relic. However, if you want to focus on getting your time down even further, using the thunder cage is what I'm doing now. This will basically prevent you from losing more momentum versus the thunder cage. So thunder cage just to slap the first bubbles outside the spawn room from the first wave of mobs. That's it, and then we never use the thunder cage again. The restored relic. Now the relic can be used for basically how many things can the relic be used for? It's a good question. The relic basically is here just to absolutely nuke the daylights out of everything. You can also find a way to slot in Veil Analyzer over here. This would definitely help out as well. If you like drop, maybe not rifling reinforcement, but you know, something like that as well would also work out quite nicely. Having Veil Analyzer will just help you nuke the shields of the first boss a little bit faster. And that's basically all we use the relic for as well. The second boss is going to be completely taken care of by the second boss will be completely taken care of by Bunny's abilities, and the same can be said for the final boss and even the first boss. So ideally you just need the relic there to just nuke the resistances off the shield, and that's basically it. Now with substats on the relic, that's what I've got over here as well. Simple. Now for the external components, we've already gone over them. For the inversion reinforcements, let's talk about those real quick. For the inversions for Bunny, it's fairly simple. We're going to go with skill cost. This is because we're only running one skill cost module, and we want to make our skill cost, you know, high as we can, so we can run around a little bit longer. Now for the second inversion, I'm going to go with toxic rounds, just so the relic can, you know, hit the shield a little harder and absolutely nuke it. And then the third one, just some HP is going to be all you want to go for. You could go with this, it's a touch of duration, but it really doesn't make that much of a difference. The toxic one is a little bit better. That's basically what I would go with. So now that I've gone over the gameplay, the build, let's go on over the gameplay for Bunny, and yeah, let's get right on into it.